Hello and welcome back to my channel. We're checking out KATSEYE. This is a request from Iona aka Plum Blossom. We're doing their debut as well as their song Touch. Now I saw this group at KCON this year. They were very good. Their performance was fantastic. And they're kind of fitting into that same box. I've mentioned it before, actually with another request from this same patron that requested Beanie, who I also saw at KCON, that I do kind of stay away or am not like super attracted to the global girl group idea thing. It isn't super exciting to me, especially if it's going to have like a heavy Western influence. I don't really want to listen to another Spice Girls. I'm not saying that that's what they are, but like the Western girl group, I have really no interest in that. Like I come to K-pop for like the K-pop sound. And I don't know if we get that so much in debut, but from what I've heard of Touch, which I have heard a lot of that because it has taken off quite a bit, and also it's what really stood out to me a lot when I saw them in LA at KCON. It was quite good. So I think that retains it more. Before I saw them at KCON, I remember checking out a little bit of their debut and being like, this is not very good. So I'm expecting kind of a two-headed monster here with this reaction. Listening to the first song and being like, that's kind of whatever, and then listening to Touch and liking it a whole lot more. They're also really, really great performers. That I very much know. And also they seem like pretty cool girls from what I've seen in their interactions online, and one of their members being a big fan of Haeju from Luna, Lucemble, etc. So that's cool. I like to see that. But my predisposition for not really being super interested in those like global girl groups are still there. There's that one from JYP, right? Vicha, I don't know how you pronounce their name. They're going through their own issues right now, which seems pretty serious. I don't know a ton about that outside of just the little tidbits that I've heard, but it does seem pretty serious. But this is our HYBE global girl group. So let's get to it. Starting off with their debut, and then we'll get to Touch after that. Let's go.
My best friends, I like it, as simple as that, that's right, I like it, I keep coming back.
I think it's her that is the big fan of Haeju. She's probably the one that I noticed the most in performances on stage too. Chorus is quite catchy. Love that leg lift too. That's pretty nuts. I think the chorus is the only part of the song that I really like. Yeah, it's very good. It's very catchy. I like the melody. I hate this video. What is this video? It doesn't have any kind of continuity or like what is it? Shades of it feel like the Supernova video without the coolness. Like we're hanging from flagpoles. I don't know what their direction was. Hopefully the Touch one is better. It feels like CG the music video. Yeah, I don't think I could be like super blamed for like not being super excited to then see them at KCON because this is all I knew at the time, and I think the song is pretty boring, pretty bland, kind of by the numbers. I don't know. Nothing about it is very exciting, and the video especially is like I don't know what they were thinking in terms of like direction. It just seems like a kind of a mess. Yes, they're finding themselves. I do get that. I think the chorus is quite good. I think that's really catchy. The leg lift choreography is awesome. There's no question that when you see something like this, that like this group can perform, that they've got charisma, that they've got so much confidence. It's just like the hand they're dealt is not very good. I don't think. Someone said in the chat something that's so right. This feels like a group that Simon Cowell forced on us. It feels like executives got together and like, well, let's get a bunch of artists from around the world and just tick everyone's boxes and kind of just be this inoffensive, mushy Western sound mixed with K-pop. And it's very bland. It's not very good. But then Touch, which we're going to get to now, after I just talked a lot of shit. I'm sorry. We're going to get to Touch, and I think that is a huge improvement. Huge improvement. So yeah, I knew going into that was going to be a letdown for me, just because what I had already heard I didn't care for. But I have a feeling that this is going to be much, much better. I've never seen this video. I have obviously seen them perform this, but I've also seen a million challenges from other idols cover this. And this song is much, much better. And I know this group as a whole is doing quite well, which is awesome. I hope people can distance themselves of my opinion of that first song now with this, or the group as a whole. I want groups to do well. I don't want them to put out bad stuff. I always want groups to put out good stuff.
Monday, I was dreaming about you. Tuesday, I was waiting near the phone. 2 days, wasn't hearing from you. Yeah, what can I say? Oh, baby, I was getting bored. Thursday, I was losing interest. Friday, you were out there in the cold. Weekend, you already missed it. I was moving on, cause you were moving too slow. Sometimes I'm alone, stare out my window.
She has an amazing voice.
But you've been so out of touch.
That's that shit I'm looking for. Oh, like the improvement is astronomical. Oh my.
First you're gonna say you're sorry. Promise you won't do it anymore.
The vocals are just so much better too. They're velvety and smooth. Like this just feels like a much more well realized release.
First you're gonna say you're sorry. Promise you won't do it anymore. Come up with a different story. Yeah, what can I say? Say something I ain't heard before. I'm too fun to waste my
Oh my god, I
time.
love that.
Too young to waste one night.
The like 90s infomercial ad. Wind blowing in her hair.
Don't press it, no. 'Cause sometimes I'm alone, stare out my window, and the moon makes you seem close tonight.
This is as a whole so much more clever too.
But you've been so out of touch, thought about you way too much.
Classic like earworm K-pop hook. Great dancers. I think this song also, with it having a pretty like repetitious chorus, is the perfect length. It's nice, short, and sweet. This is 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and I think it's very rare that I'll check out a song and be like, that's a good length when it's under 2.5 minutes. But I think that this is like perfect. It doesn't overstay its welcome. They could have like maybe switched it up and did some kind of like extended bridge that really like changed the tempo of the song. That would have been like an avenue to go to like extend it a bit more. But I think just like if you're going to keep more of the same throughout, which this song does, keeping it a short length is perfect. I think this is very good. And I think it's no surprise that this is the one that blew up, and also isn't the first time in K-pop. Like, I'm trying to think, like, not to like name or out anyone, but like what's what are examples in K-pop that you can think of where like the debut of a group was a complete dud and then they improved so much more on their first comeback? So I actually haven't checked out that Black Label group Meow, their first comeback yet. Their debut was kind of a dud in my opinion. I don't think it's very good, but I hear pretty good things about the first comeback, so they might be another one of those. But it's not the first time that that's happened, where a group is still trying to find their place, their identity, the sound that works well with the members that they have. And it's just crazy how much better this is than their debut. But it kind of comes along with that to where it's like, if they messed up the vision that much early on, but then righted the ship, I'm really curious to see where they go with them afterwards. Do they really stick close to this kind of sound as they have here with Touch, or do they try something different but along the same style, you know, things that align with the group as well? But yeah, this is very good. I really enjoy it. One thing that you really can't take away from them, regardless of the quality of each of these releases, is that they're really good performers. I noticed that when I watched them live. They were very confident. They felt super polished. I think that that is going to be the case of any group that debuts under hype. I think that that is just part and parcel with what they do. Highly polished, they're a well-oiled machine. And any group that is debuting is kind of going to look like veterans. It all comes down to what they're given, their hand they're dealt in terms of the music. And luckily, with the first comeback here with Touch, I think that they have that. So yeah, that. Oh, NMIX. NMIX as a shout out in the chat as a dud to debut. You know, a lot of people really do like that debut. I'm not one of those. I'm someone that really does like musically the second half of that song, but not the first half at all. But NMIX, I would say, is on that list where now they're like, I think they're releasing some of the best music in K-pop, period. But yeah, that debut was pretty weak, so I think that they would be along those lines too. But yeah, that was KATSEYE. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think from debut to Touch. What kind of song would you like to see them do in the future that aligns with them? You know, I say that I don't want actually like another Spice Girls, but I think seeing this group do something that was kind of retro, like a Spice Girls late 90s era pop song, could actually be pretty cool. So maybe I'd eat my words on that, because I enjoy some Spice World every now and then. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the request, and I'll see you guys next time.